There's a karmic challenge in your relationships. Perhaps it's related to scarcity trauma. You may have been struggling with chronic abuse or neglect, but scarcity trauma is the emotional and psychological impact of experiencing a lack of basic resources, opportunities, and needs. There has been a prolonged exposure to insufficiencies in financial, emotional, and social resources. You are dealing with a triangulation where your divine counterpart has a substantial harm and negative consequences related to a past relationship trauma. This is a very painful ending, and this person has a lot of very emotions, past baggage, and unreconciled feelings about their past. This person is still prone and susceptible to an abusive partner from their past who keeps energetically disrupting them when they try to move on with their life. Some of you guys also have your own karmic challenge. You are mirroring these toxic expectations and projections that are leading to a separation in your relationship. You guys have a gang of people stalking you. There are a lot of people who have tried to replace you, and this could go so far as crime. This is a situation where you are a siren, and this has significantly shaped your neural pathways and may be related to your scarcity trauma. You have a social facade that is not, it's like a poker face. People cannot spot your weaknesses. So they may make the dangerous mistake of projecting standards of perfection onto you. Some of you guys have been feeling as if you've been on an emotional roller coaster with a divine counterpart. But as a siren, you have both been met with a lot of karmic challenges where you will meet convention, conservatism, and a temptation to conform, fawn, or flop as instinctual response. What you are healing in these abusive relationships is your altered perceptions of reality. This mutual dream that you're accomplishing is shocking to everyone because it involves you breaking free from conservatism, convention, and the typical karmic challenge. You may have been struggling to release third parties, or you may have felt invested. You may have felt as if you had a dream with these people. But as a siren, it'll always feel cataclysmic. It'll always feel as if it is something that you want to return to. But a lot of these relationships are scarcity traumas mirrored between your counterparts. Some of them have been rendered unsafe, dangerous, and not safe for society. However, they are always an infeasible aspect of your relationships that make them infeasible. There's no method to them. There is no planning. There's not dedication and commitment. And although you may be longing and feeling a sense of nostalgia with some of these partners, they reflect back to you some type of conservatism or conventional pathway where you are met with a crossroads, where you need to make an important decision. Are you going to settle for some conservatism or convention, or are you going to embrace your fullest timeline where you will be authentically expressed and individualized. These karmic challenges represent the temptation to fawn or flop, to conform, to not follow your dreams. They represent majority of people who don't have self-love, who don't have wellness, who don't have the nerve to chase their dreams, to become for something to become real and to become tangible. A lot of these people that you're leaving behind are inept. They don't know how to take responsibility for themselves. They don't know how to maintain their resources and structures. Some of them have lost full security in domestic bliss because of an addiction to suffering and struggling. Now, you may pride yourself in being loyal to a fault. You are indeed a ride or die. However, know when to hang it up. These feelings of nostalgia and holding out hope for an infeasible relationship where there was painful endings and separations, these scarcity traumas and betrayal traumas show you a redirection, taking you from one path and putting you on another, and often through painful sacrifices. You are healing scarcity trauma in your DNA at a cellular level. Self-love is radiating and washing over you at a cellular level. This is the healing. When you decide to love yourself, you will no longer tolerate these abusive relationships. Some of you guys are indeed making an attachment with someone who is extremely protective of you. They've seen that you have had a group of people stalking you, that you've been in a scarcity trauma, that you haven't had enough financial resources, you haven't had enough of what you need to be successful. You are indeed getting your happy ending and good outcome, but you will still have complicated and mixed emotions about the past. Hold space for your past relationship traumas and baggages. Embrace the one who protects you. Embrace the one who chooses you. Your scarcity trauma is an addiction to a suffering and a lack of emotional and social resources. You have to train yourself to receive this person's gift. Train yourself to be abundant